Well, it couldn't be Feel Good Friday without some dancing, right? So when it comes to creating new moves and fun dance moves, that is, Jamaicans, we are the best in the world, no doubt about it. So my guests now are choreographers, Sarah CooKiiemonsta Cross and O'Dane Stewart, a.k.a. Koolaz, and we're ready to dance. Morning, guys.
Good morning.
No, so before we get started into the dance moves, right? So I saw on my paper here that you both are a couple. So you have to give us the love story. You know, did dancing get you guys together? Was it dancing that brought you both together as a couple?
Yes, it was. So I've been dancing for a lot of years, and I feel like, you know, the social media thing has helped us a lot to connect, you know? And over the years, I know about BG for a while, which is his dance crew. And I always check up on them, always do my research and always watch them out. So, you know, I was kind of doing my research a little bit on him. But I got a chance to meet him when he came here to the US. And as soon as he came here, it was like the next day, I was like, hey, we have to go to a party. Like, you know, I'm going to show you around New York City. Let's go. And since there, it was history. We started off as friends. He started to train me. We started to dance together, and then it was history after that.
Wow. O'Dane, you have the same story, O'Dane, because sometimes the men say that you guys have a different story than the women. So I just want to make sure that your story lines up.
Different. She knew me before me even know her. So she was before me even know her. So it's like
Here's what we do know, though, O'Dane. We know that you went to Donald Quarry High School. So did the dancing start from Donald Quarry?
Yeah, so I was the lead dancer in high school.
Okay.
So it started from even before high school, but you know, the regular street dancing, my first group. But I'm also from Bull Bay, St. Andrew. So my first group, you know, that's how it started. And then when Dancing Dynamite started to do this, the high school, that's when now we start to showcase like, hey, let's enter for the school. And that's when right after high school, I just took dancing strictly professionally, strictly serious, and right then and there. I started traveling. I went to South America. I came to New York. The first time I came to New York, I came here in 2015, and I did a dance workshop in Broadway Dance Center.
Wow, that is incredible. We're just looking at some images just now of you dancing. I believe it's one of your training sessions. Sarah, you have a very similar story. You began dancing at 4 years old, and you trained in ballet, tap, jazz, contemporary, and then you took dancing professional in 2016. And you've done work with Spice, Shensia, Busy Signal, Cranium. So from ballet to dancehall dance, how you make that transition?
Yeah, so my mom was really enforcing that on me. Like, I was in a household of strictly Jamaican culture, so I couldn't run away from it. My mom always made sure that I understand my roots and what's going on, you know, not only in America, but in Jamaica. So I had experiences also in Portland, Montreal. So growing up and being around the culture was always so inspiring. And that's why my eyes lit up when I seen Koolaz, because I'm like, what? I'm literally looking at myself, you know? And it was really inspiring to me first. That's why I didn't automatically just hit it off from the beginning. But, you know, being trained, it opened my mind to different styles. You know what I mean? Always wanted to learn more. Even now, I'm still a student to other things. But growing up in ballet, tap, and jazz, it gave me a certain level of structure. Yeah. So I knew that when I got a certain age, because my mom always used to tell me, like, you know, you can't go to dance all right now because you're too young. Like, you know what I mean? And she gave me a certain time, like, make sure you wait until you are a teenager, you know? And I followed that rule, you know, but my mom really pushed me. Like, she was my number one supporter. God rest her soul. But growing up in the dancing, it always made me want to do other things. So as I grew up, I started to go to parties, and in New York City, them have dance party as well. They do a lot of a good imitation of what goes on in Jamaica. Yeah. So I still had the foundation of hearing dancehall music every night. You know what I mean? Knowing the latest dance moves, watching the dances that's in Jamaica as well from videos, pasa pasa from back in the days. And did my research. I just always reach out to dancers and always willing to learn. And after that, when I met him was actually when I started to teach. You know, he pushed me a lot to do that. He said, you know, you have a lot to offer to New York City. You've been so long, and let's go. Like, let's do it now.
You both have worked with some major people here, because I'm looking at Koolaz, who's worked with Solange Knowles, Beyonce's sister, Hood Celebrity, Nick Cannon, Rock Nation, Buju Banton, and I just listed a couple of persons that you have worked with. CooKiiemonsta, can I call you that because that's your dance name, right? So you've worked with Shaggy, you've worked with Kamar Icon, Afro B, Baby Sham. It's so good to see dancers actually making, you know, a career out of this profession, because a lot of the times we think that dancing is not a serious, you know, it's not a serious career, right?
Definitely. Like, I appreciate that too, because I appreciate being one of those people who other dancers can look at and say, wow, you know, we can actually make a career out of this. We can actually make a living out of this. And you just have to be motivated. You just have to have that energy around you. You just have to be around that atmosphere, that environment. You know what I mean? Like, you just have to put your mind to it and don't give up. Like, don't stop. Like, you know, as this video I'm watching, I'm smiling because I see my son. And
oh, that is your son. Oh, wow. Listen, I think you guys really have formed something that, you know, will be a legacy for your child, for your children to come. I applaud you both for what you are doing. Keep waving the Jamaican flag high. Thank you so much for joining us, you know, and I wish you all the very best on this journey. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Big up yourself.
Absolutely. Choreographer Sarah CooKiiemonsta Cross and Mr. O'Shane Stewart, aka Koolaz, showing us some dance moves. I'm going to show Neville some still to come. We'll meet an artist who creates 3D pieces with screws. Second edition news is going to come first. So let's take a look at the news and we'll soon come back.